All right, Panthers. Okay, so what we're going to be trying to do today is a snake. Now, I want to show you guys drawing the actual snake itself is pretty easy. The difficulty is creating this interesting pattern with the highlight on its back that creates that 3D look. It makes it look really shiny and kind of realistic. So if you guys want to create a different pattern, totally fine. Let me walk you guys through how to draw this and give you some pointers on how to color it so that it has a highlight and it looks three-dimensional. Okay, so first thing, I want to grab my second sketchbook and we'll get started right away. I'm going to have a started pencil because if you need to make any adjustments, you can make adjustments very easily. I am also going to go vertical with my piece of paper, but if you want your snake to go more sideways and in a different direction, that's fine too. All right, friends, so here we go. I'm going to take my sketchbook and begin. Now, I want to first start out with my snake's face. It's probably the best way to get going. And this can be a little bit difficult. You might need to go back and draw and refix it. So make sure we draw nice and light. I'm going to draw our snake's nose. And then we're going to go out and over. Something like this, all right? That way, we can draw the eye, we could draw the nose, and the other part, it's going to be like a profile where we only see one side. All right, looking good. So some interesting thing is we need to make sure our snake is all coiled up against itself, and we want to keep our snake the same width as best we can. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to start out with this side and bring it up and over. And here's the challenge, is trying to make sure our snake stays the same width. You don't want it to get too fat or too skinny right away. All right, let's bring it down if we can. And if you want yours to go in a different, oh, it got too skinny. Oh, let me fix that. This is what I mean by drawing it nice and lightly. So if you do want, go back and fix it. All right. I'm going to curl this up a little bit more. It will have it curling on itself. All right, let's see if I can get this to get rid of this little line here. So guys, just like what I'm always telling you, draw in pencil, because as you can see, what I'm doing is I have to go back and adjust it and fix it every once in a while. All right, and I might even come back in here and fix this too, make it a little bit thicker. Okay, so let's keep going. I want to bring this down. Maybe over here. Bring the other side over. All right, and then let's curl this up and finish the snake. That's when we can get a little skinnier at the end. If you want it, you can have it curl back up and over and around. Totally your decision. I shave off a little bit from that tail so it looks like it got skinnier a little quicker. And just like I mentioned before, folks, you guys can have your snake go in different directions if you'd like to. Totally fine with me. And I'm going to have it overlapping on its body a little bit over here. Okay, so our next important part is we want to make sure we can add our stripes. Okay, so we want to make sure it's kind of an arch. You can't, if you go straight across, it doesn't look very good. All right, so we want to make sure we have arched stripes. Okay. Looking good. And this is what kind of creates that 3D look to your snake. The one here is going to be a little bit flat. Not so arched. But then arch it again. It's almost like drawing like N's or U's. And this is what makes our snake's body look rounded. Okay. If you want to change, if you want to add a rattle at the end, like a rattlesnake would have, that works too. My recommendation, folks, is go back and trace over everything if you can. All right. Now, when we go to color, here's what I did. When I went to color a section, let me color like a red section here. So we have, this would be yellow. The little bands are yellow. I'm going to make this front part red. So when I go to color the red part, I want to make sure there's a shiny part. So I'm going to leave that one white strip alone. See what I mean? And then if I want to do my yellow part here, same idea. I want to make sure I leave a little strip like that. And of course, you guys try to line it up with the neighboring one. When I go to do the black, this could be really cool. When you guys go to do the black section, all right, this again would be another yellow. This would be a black. Let me do it again for you guys so you can see. All right, same thing when I go to do my black one. Here's my streak. You can use marker, you can use colored pencil, you can use crayon, whatever you guys have with you or available at the moment. All right, so hopefully you guys can see, we want to make sure that we're creating that highlight. If you want to have your snake's eyes be a little bit more interesting, you can do that. Let me show you guys another trick. I'm going to color the full face all black. And if you have some decent colored pencils with you, we're going to take our white colored pencil and we can go and draw right on top of the black. It looks really cool. This is another way you guys can add your highlight. So that's what I did on this one. I'm going to take my white colored pencil and I'm going to start to add that streak. Go back and add the nostrils. You can add a shiny part here if you want to. Down the face. You can kind of give them a little bit of an eyebrow. The white, you guys, it's so cool. You can draw right on top. Same thing with on the streaks here. And you can do it on your red and your yellow if you want to connect it. Okay, friends, I can't wait to see how these look. And if you, of course, if you want to change your colors, you go right ahead. If you want to change your patterns, totally fine. But the same idea applies when we want to add the highlight to your snake to make it look shiny.